roll the intro while I look for it. Hi, it's been a while. I missed y'all. Hope you're doing well. This channel right here has made some spicy takes on Egypt recently. As a result, my video here has blown the fuck up over the past few weeks, and I have gotten a lot of heartwarming comments on it. So, like any decent dead channel owner, I decided to come out of hibernation to honor these kind people with a video addressing the whole situation and giving my perspective on it. Being a local, I believe I can provide some valuable insight on the situation. I'll be watching just the trailer for his series. I feel like it has enough juice in it. He was upfront about his trouble here, probably to draw people's attention because the internet just loves tea. If you would like me to watch and react to the whole series after this, I can do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comments below. Now let's get on with the video.
We just got done with the police.
Right away, you can see he's putting this in to grab your attention and make you watch the whole thing.
What they told us is that the footage that we shot wasn't beautiful, it wasn't pretty enough, it didn't meet their standard. They told us to delete it. Suddenly these guys are documentary filmmakers. I don't get it.
That's not the case, obviously. They're just paranoid and they are following instructions. They don't even have a reason for these rules they are enforcing in the first place. They just have this strict no recording rule that applies even to us, not just foreigners, in basically anywhere that has any presence of the system, police or otherwise.
Egypt, a country famous for its history, River Nile, the vast Sahara Desert, and its ancient pyramids. It's also a country I'll never return to again.
We're trying to keep a low profile.
And soon, you'll know why you shouldn't go either.
Keep rolling, but be less obvious.
There's a very dark, very real side to this country few travel shows and travel hosts are willing to expose.
Like I did. And got a ton of shit for it.
Egypt is one of Africa's 54 countries. Yes, Egypt is in Africa.
And we don't ride camels, we have cars and everything.
And Egyptians are Africans, but many also consider them Middle Eastern. The language, Arabic. The main religion is Islam, which becomes immediately apparent as you hear calls for prayer blaring from surrounding mosque speakers.
Yup, it's very obnoxious.
After we landed in Cairo, that's when everything started going wrong. Soon after arriving in the country and pulling up at our hotel, our bags were x-rayed, then opened, then searched.
This is very normal here. Privacy does not exist. A cop or someone who is claiming to be a cop even is allowed to just walk up to you and search everything you have, search through your phone, wallet, etc., and he can just confiscate whatever he wants on the spot.
Police came.
From around 4:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. we were outside the lobby in the cold, and more police coming, asking us all types of questions, treating us like criminals, suspecting us of something, but I don't know what.
While they are paranoid, this is also probably just a money grab. You have a ton of expensive gear with you and they want to take it, which is also another reason why it's very hard to ship stuff from Egypt or to Egypt, because it has to get through the dreaded customs, which almost all the time it's gonna get lost there.
For 4 hours, we were interrogated by authorities wondering who we are and what we're doing here. In the end, they confiscated our lights, hard drives, batteries, and cameras. What I couldn't figure out then was, what were these guys so paranoid about? And then I read about Egypt's revolution.
The Arab Spring spreads to Egypt with a day of rage.
Demanded the resignation of then-President Hosni Mubarak.
They were scenes that gripped the world's attention.
This specific shot is actually not from 2011, it's from 2013. Just say.
In December 2010, this so-called Democratic Republic faced mass demonstrations. The people were challenging authorities over poverty, corruption, and political repression.
Yeah, the good old times. We thought we had it bad back then.
Many of these protests were held in Cairo in the city center, incredibly close to the hotel where they just confiscated our gear. Over a period of weeks, demonstrations reached a climactic and tragic head on January 25th. On that date, the people made their voices heard by demanding President Mubarak to stay.
That's not how you say his name, it's Mubarak.
The Murabak regime responded with violence. In the end, he did step down, but future leaders never forgot the impact and power the people had. Now, even years later, there's a paranoia that envelops the city, especially leading up to January 25th. We landed here on January 16th.
That explains a lot, actually. You consider yourself lucky, my dude. If you were an Egyptian, God forbid, you would probably have it a lot worse than you did. You would probably lose more than just some time in your year. Also, a little fun fact, January 25th is also the National Police Day here, which is why the revolution, when it happened, picked this day in the first place. You kind of fuck with them on their special day. It wasn't even meant to be a full-on revolution, it just kind of went there.
Without camera, my team and I have decided to shoot this series using iPhones.
Not bad.
Still, our problems are just beginning.
Right now, the van is at a police station. They've gone through the shots on my phone. We don't know what's going to happen next.
Since I'm seeing this right now, I'm going to assume that you managed to fool them into believing you deleted the footage without actually deleting it, which is really easy to do. They're not even thorough with it, and they don't even care. They're just doing what they're told, and if you convincingly enough lie to them, they're just gonna buy it. Plus, they are not that good with tech. Also, you would expect that from your previous encounter with the police at the hotel, that you would be on some kind of list, or you would be registered in their system somehow, and the second time you get pulled over doing the same thing, you would be in more trouble. But nope, that's not how things work here. Every department or entity or firm or whatever is completely separated from the others. The guys who pulled your van over to their station probably had no idea whatsoever about your encounter at the hotel.
Even with just phones, even though we have a valid shooting permit.
It doesn't even matter. You're not even supposed to need a shooting permit to record on your phone, and yet here we are.
It's not exactly laws here.
Cairo's overzealous, paranoid police are on top of us,
They don't even wear uniforms.
stopping us, asking us to delete shots they don't find beautiful.
This guy behind me, he could be police. But probably not.
Yep, a lot of police officers actually are on duty while not dressed. They are undercover of sorts.
In this series, you're going to witness the real Egypt, a straightforward documentation of what it's really like to be a filmmaker in Africa's worst country for shooting.
I wouldn't say it's the absolute worst, considering it's, not gonna get killed here probably, but it is still very horrible. It's like worst with a star next to it, I would say. But it could be actually the worst if you're trying to do it professionally. Fun fact, a lot of movies that are supposed to be shot in Egypt are actually shot in Morocco or somewhere else Arabic looking, just out of avoidance of the bureaucracy and bullshit they find here. Most recently, Moon Knight.
Along the way, we're watching our backs and ducking into alleyways, all to capture the most delicious,
Oh my gosh.
unique food flavors you'll find anywhere.
I was not expecting this.
To chaotic camel markets,
Jeez. We've almost literally effing run over about 5 times now. When you're here, you need to watch your back and your friend's back.
The streets here have no regulation whatsoever. It works because Egyptians can deal with other Egyptians, and it somehow works, but you as a foreigner are probably gonna end up getting run over if you're not careful. So do as he says, pay attention and look out for each other.
but you'll also see the people, kind locals, completely unlike the boorish authorities who run this place.
This is the boss of the camel, mother from another mother.
This is also true. A lot of the locals will take kindly to you as a visitor. Some might not. Some might. It really just depends on who you run into. There is no rule for it. Very important note here though, he is literally calling the Egyptian people kind and just biting at the system, not the people. And yet, Egyptians, like sheep, went and gave this guy a ton of bullshit for what he said, for exposing the same bullshit Egyptians have to deal with themselves. I don't get it.
I came to Egypt to introduce an audience of over 8 million
Weird flex, but okay.
to this country's heartwarming cuisine and friendly locals.
Hey.
Instead, I have no choice but to be honest and transparent.
Laws here are unclear, and people just kind of do what they want to do.
That just about sums up Egypt.
In this 4-video series, you will see food,
Are people eating this?
Yes.
you will experience culture, and I will reveal the dark realities
That's actually a pretty cool cop for letting you pose with him for a photo. I don't think as an Egyptian you would get away with this. Does you know the guy?
I will reveal the dark realities of being a traveler in a country that treats its tourists like criminals.
Okay, so after seeing this, I don't get why this dude got so much hate. He literally just said what happened to him. He didn't even jab at the people at all. It was all directed at the system, which is also oppressing the people. Very same people calling him a liar and all sorts of horrible stuff. I suppose just ass-kissing is ingrained into the Egyptian genome at this point. People here just cannot tolerate different opinions. If you disagree with them, you are their enemy, period. You are not just a person who disagrees, you are an enemy, and anything coming out of your mouth, or even recorded by you, evidence, holds no value or credit whatsoever. You can scroll through the comments on my other video and you can immediately see this mindset in action. This channel is a group of professional creators who are at, as he said, over 8 million subscribers right now, at the time I'm making this video, and they have a Patreon that is booming. Do you really believe they need to lie and start drama for clout? Come on, dude. Think. In the end, as the guy said, this country has no law or standards for anything, which is why this specific topic is so polarizing and confusing. Your experience is going to either be absolutely horrible or absolutely amazing. It's hardly ever just normal. You will always remember it, whether by good or bad, but your visit will not be easy to forget. I am not here to tell you whether you should visit or not. Draw your own conclusion. Again, I would like to thank everyone who wished me well. I'm making this video for you guys. If you would like me to review the rest of the series and maybe you fund the guy a little bit, he's honestly funny, let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's about it. Take care.